As we know, Friday afternoon, the Rebbe would daven minche in the Chovs and later in the Lametz by the Cheder Sheni. In other words, the door, this table that's standing next to the door going into Cheder Sheni, that's what the Rebbe would daven. They would put the stender there. That's what the Rebbe daven minche. So I remember once Friday the Rebbe daven minche there, and then when he leave minche, go back to his room. Friday he would walk not through the shul upstairs, going through the door by the clock and going to his room. He would go the other way. He would go into the door to Cheder Sheni, go through into the hallway and down the hallway, and then turn into his room. So I remember one Friday, the Rebbe left the place after Mincha was over, and he went through Cheder Sheni and went into the hallway. For some reason, which usually didn't happen, but for some reason there was a minyan there. They started a minyan. People who came late started their own minyan. And as the Rebbe got into the hall, they were holding back Kedusha. So the Rebbe stopped. I was walking right behind the Rebbe. I saw the Rebbe stop. But the way the Rebbe stopped was right behind a person, very close, mamish right behind the person who was standing Kedusha. You could imagine how the person felt. That the Rebbe is right behind him, right mamish, not touching him. His face, his front was mamish to the back of the person. You can imagine how the person felt. So I saw myself that the Rebbe gave a hop and moved away from the person to a place which was empty. And in my mind, I saw that the Rebbe, I'm sure it's not for himself, because imagine how he made a person feel so uncomfortable that he gave a hop from the place where he was, and he went, and this was already in the middle of Kedusha, in order not to make the person feel uncomfortable.